Welcome to the Group Dentistry Now show, the voice of the DSO industry. Join us as we talk with industry leaders about their challenges, successes, and the future of group dentistry. With over 200 episodes and listeners in over 100 countries, we're proud to be ranked the #1 DSO podcast. For the latest DSO news, analysis, and events, and to subscribe to our DSO weekly e-newsletter, visit groupdentistrynow.com. We hope you enjoyed today's show.
Welcome, everyone, to the Group Dentistry Now show. I'm Bill Newman, and as always, we appreciate you watching us, or maybe you're just listening in. But actually have two guests coming back to the show. They have not been on at the same time. We had Jaycee on about a year and a half ago, maybe, and we had Brian on. Gosh, Brian, I think it was maybe like 2 months ago for Women in DSO. So it's great to have you both on the show at the same time. So everybody, please welcome Jaycee Memminger. She is the Vice President of Strategic Markets at GLO Science, and Brian Colao, Director of the DSO Industry Group at Dykema. So thanks both for jumping back on.
Thanks Bill.
For having us.
So for the couple of people out there that may not know you, and I mean that maybe the couple of people that don't know you in the industry, there might be like somebody brand new to the industry, happen to catch this as the first podcast and not have seen either one of you. How about some brief introductions, your background, and then a little bit about your organizations? Jaycee, would you mind starting things off?
Sure. Thank you. I am the Vice President of Strategic Markets for GLO Science. I have been in the dental industry over 20 years, working very closely with DSOs and large groups. I right now work for GLO exclusively in the DSO side of things, and I'm very excited to be here.
Thanks, Jaycee. Brian?
Well, Bill, this is my 30th year. I think we talked about that last time. I'm feeling kind of tired, but I'm a director of Dykema's DSO Industry Group. We represent over 700 DSOs in all 50 states, Europe, Canada, Japan, and Australia. And I also act as a strategic advisor for, I think, 24 innovative dental companies, including GLO, in the space. And I'm really, really happy to be here.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Jaycee, would you mind a little bit more about GLO's background? GLO Science has been around for a while, and I think they've become much, much more prevalent, especially in the DSO space. And I think a lot of that is thanks to you, I'd say, in the past couple of years. But a little bit of background on the organization?
Sure, absolutely. GLO Science is a doctor-led brand. It was founded by Dr. Jonathan Levine between 2009 and 2010. He was extremely pressured to find an easy answer to in-office teeth whitening and to whitening in general. He is a very famous prosthodontist, and he believes that it's whitening before all else, before any restorative work, and he wanted to do it quicker, faster, more efficiently, and with no pain. And he developed this amazing whitening, newest technology system that we have perfected over the years. In between 2013, 2014, we took it to the professional side of dentistry. It was originally a consumer product, and it's been glowing and growing ever since. I came to GLO a few years ago, I would say almost 2.5 years ago now, and they had asked me to bring it into DSOs as it was the answer. It was quick, efficient, less than 30 minutes chairside. It only used the advanced technology of heat and light to accelerate whitening. And they believed, and I do too, that we had found the answer to basically tripling revenue for a DSO while giving the patient the ultimate experience or the ultimate whitening experience with no pain and up to 12 shades in under 30 minutes. And it's been a whirlwind ever since. I was proud to bring it to market. We have a lot of DSOs that we are partnered with, and it is an absolutely amazing product. It's a product actually that Brian has used himself, and he had used a competitor in the past, and it has been an unbelievable experience. We brought it to Dykema. This will be year 3 at Dykema, and we were so proud to put this on display in front of so many industry leaders and clinicians, and it's been just the most amazing ride for the last 2.5 years.
Thanks, Jaycee. And when you say you're bringing it to Dykema again for the third year, you really are bringing it to the event. I mean, you have the GLO Lounge, you call it the ultimate whitening experience. So there may be some people that haven't been to the Dykema event that are listening to this, or Dykema's DSO event, or maybe they have been, but they missed the ultimate whitening experience. So can you tell them a little bit about that? And that's the reason Brian's on here. I mean, Brian's got the biggest DSO, show out there. I mean, it's massive. And then within that show, there's all sorts of things going on, right? And one of those opportunities is the GLO Lounge.
It is, yes. So when I came to GLO, they asked me, what are the most important events to go to? Where did I want to take GLO? What meetings did I want to attend? And to me, and I'm not just saying that, Brian, because you're here, to me, Dykema is the most amazing DSO event. I call it the Super Bowl of all dental events. And I had said, no matter what we do, we have to do Dykema. And when I spoke to Brian, I had asked him if we could bring something really, really special, a whitening lab. And boy, have I been questioned for that. I have to tell you, so many people have asked me why I would do that, why I would put whitening on display, why I would, what if someone got a sensitivity? What if someone was anything? And I said, I am so confident, so very, very confident to put this on display at Dykema every 30 minutes on the 30-minute for the entire time that Dykema runs. We would be able to show GLO at its best. And it took on a mind of its own. I have to be honest with you. We literally sold out the spots in minutes. We had a waiting list year one of over 100 individuals that wanted their teeth whitened. And we were asked to come back again for year two. Year two, we did the same thing and we made it bigger and better. We added an additional chair. We added more clinicians and we sold that out in minutes again with a waiting list of over 150 people. And when I talked to Brian again, I'm like, I want to bring it back. I want to bring it back. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it better. I want more people to experience GLO Science and the amazing effects that it has, up to 12 shades in 30 minutes. And I wanted to show the world again that we can do this quick, efficiently, and with no pain. And we're back. We're coming back. And we have some surprises this year. We're going to add a few additional things to it. Partnered with Vivardis, it's been an amazing experience because I have to be honest with you, of all the products on the market, all the whitening products, there is not one that can, at the end of treatment, whether it be in-office or take-home, they can use a serum. We use Vivardis's enamel serum that can seal and heal and prevent staining for up to 3 months. And we launched that at Dykema last year. We're bringing it back again this year, and I can't wait to do it. To be honest, I absolutely can't wait.
Probably a good time to talk about when the event is. So Dykema's DSO event this year is in August. It's August 6th through the 8th. And you can find it's dykemadso.com/register, or you can come to Group Dentistry Now's website and go to the events tab. We've got a $250 off. Thank you, Brian, for that great discount. $250 off, which is GDN 25, Group Dentistry Now 25. So that's a heck of a deal. And we're appreciative to be able to, first off, offer that up to people that want to go to the Dykema event, because these events are not inexpensive to put on. And so Brian's got, the cost of putting on this giant event, and then GLO Science has the cost of bringing these clinicians in and being able to do the whitening there. So this is a big undertaking for both organizations. So it's something that you should definitely check out. Brian?
Yeah, I mean, Bill, the bigger picture here for why I like all this stuff, obviously Jaycee's explained, the product and what it does and why it's exciting. But for me, you've heard me many, many times, and people that will listen to this have heard me many, many times talk about same-store growth and how critical it is to adopt same-store growth. One of the keys to same-store growth is integrating specialty treatments or different lines of business. This allows, and the reason I was of great interest interest to it is it allows, a DSO, a group practice, a dental organization to basically adopt a new line of business with this teeth whitening and increase their revenue and then increase, their EBITDA and increase their enterprise value. And that's the big reason why I really love to have everybody that comes to Dykema have an opportunity to go to the GLO lab and see this stuff on display, because it's an opportunity. I mean, it's a great product, and I can say that because I personally used it and I was very impressed. I mean, we had my trip to the dentist in December of 2023. I think we're up to like 25,000 views of that. And, I just personally was impressed with the product and the experience. And I used that in tandem with some Vivardis products. So I absolutely, love that. But the thing is, the bigger picture that I want everybody to be aware of is this is key to same store growth and an opportunity to introduce, a new specialty line of business, in this case, teeth whitening within a practice. And if you successfully, adopt that within, whether it's a solo practice, a group practice, or a DSO organization, you have a tremendous opportunity for same store growth to increase your overall revenue, increase your overall EBITDA, and increase your enterprise value. So that's the bigger picture to what we're trying to do here. And one of the main reasons I was really excited to make this a part of the Dykema conference.
Jaycee, why would a DSO or a dental practice maybe a little hesitant to do in-office whitening? And I know a lot of them do, but probably not all of them. So maybe you can talk a little bit about that, because Brian's right. This is a great opportunity. And if you're not doing it in your DSO or your groups, or maybe you're not doing enough of it, what are some of the reasons there? And maybe you can alleviate some of those fears.
I absolutely can. The products that are out there in the market today take a lot of chairside time. Okay, we know how valuable and precious chairside time is. And 90 minutes to 2 hours for any competitive product is a lot of chairside time. And they have had a lot of issues with other products that create immense and intense sensitivity for patients. A lot of the products out there are very cumbersome. They can even be claustrophobic. I worked in the space for a really long time. I worked with other whitening products. I can tell you that when I heard about GLO, I knew the efficiency of it, the length of chairside time being cut by a third, the cost to do it being cut by a third. You could automatically basically 3x your profits on whitening with GLO Science. It's something you could not do before. And it is something that can be integrated as a specialty, and it can be paired with so many other treatments, right? So whitening and straightening. I always say the perfect smile is white, straight, and healthy. A patient, actually, the number one requested procedure in dentistry today is teeth whitening. They want a whiter, brighter smile that is second only to straightening. Paired with straightening, we have immense case closure. I have to tell you, there's many offices out there that use GLO, either their take-home or their in-office whitening, to pair with clear aligner therapy. And it has become an amazing success inside of that. We also would like anyone that's doing restorative work to build it into the practice, because to be honest with you, you want to match a restoration to a beautiful white shade. And in the past, it was just too time consuming for the office to do it. And now we have this answer that is less than 30 minutes. And we can actually generate more revenue for the DSO or the independent dental practice just by using this product. And right now, I agree with Brian. Everyone is looking for a way to increase same-store growth. And this is something that is extremely easy to implement. We have an amazing training team here at GLO Science, and we can help you increase revenue and case closure just by using whitening. There isn't a product out there that can be this easy, this quick, this inexpensive to the practice, and this valuable to the patient, that you can basically integrate into your practice with, really 30 minutes of training, to be honest with you. And it's something that I have seen take off inside of so many DSOs. We're exclusive to many DSOs, and we're growing every day.
Yeah, that's a great point about the training and the onboarding. That could be another hesitation that a lot of these groups have, is like, oh gosh, sounds great. How are we going to implement this? And that could be a huge challenge. So it sounds like it's relatively easy. You've been able to onboard and educate some really, really large groups. You've had a recent partnership with Aspen Dental, one of the biggest out there. Can you talk a little bit about that partnership?
Absolutely. And I'll tell you that all started at Dykema. Dykema in the chair, we had their chief clinical officer. We had Dr. Arwinder Judge in the chair. He could not believe how easy it was to get his teeth whitened. He was actually checking his emails. We have so many photographs of that. After Dykema, that moved into how can we integrate this into Aspen Dental? It went to RFP. We competed for it. And we found that this was going to be an extremely efficient product to put inside of Aspen. And we were up to the challenge. We knew we could do it. We knew we could integrate it into 1,000+ offices. We are in the process of doing that right now. And we were looked at as an opportunity for Aspen to generate more revenue, to make a better experience for their patients. They were already scanning patients. They were looking at shade. They were taking a shade on all of their patients that were entering an Aspen Dental office. And then what they had, the product that they had there prior, was an hour and a half to 2 hours of chairside time or more, with many, many downsides to it. And we were able to answer the call to be able to bring it in, integrate, train, educate, and get it across the brand. It's this week alone, I was in Fort Lauderdale working with Aspen Dental. And we just saw an incredible opportunity inside of the offices that we visited. They're so excited of the ease of use and the opportunity to basically do same-day dentistry. It's almost impossible to do with a 90-minute to 2-hour procedure with us. Our devices are very small. They're charged. They're ready to go. A new patient could come in for a prophy, and they actually could extend the visit by under 30 minutes and whiten them up to 12 shades. We have had an unbelievable opportunity with Aspen Dental. We're grateful. And I have to tell you, it did start at Dykema. It truly did.
So,
Well, Bill, I mean,
go ahead, Brian.
All I can say is I used the product. I really, really did. And I was very, very pleased with it. I mean, it was very straightforward. I mean, just from my standpoint, you sat in the chair. I think I did 3 or 4, 10-minute applications of it, and was very, very happy with the results. No hassle. I didn't have sensitivity or any issues with it. And I was really pleased with it. So it's one of the rare times where I'll just say, in addition to talking about it, I personally experienced it, and it was really hassle-free, and I was really happy with it. So that's one of the reasons I was really excited to have GLO come and display at Dykema with this lab. It's a real big deal.
Yeah, and I want to say one more thing, Bill. We were so happy. They're actually 8-minute applications. Brian did have 3. Actually, we had the pleasure of whitening him on 2 occasions. We're going to do it again before Dykema, to get them all white and bright and glowing prior to the meeting as well. And our applications are 8 minutes apiece. We recommend 2, which is 16 minutes. 3 takes you to 24. And we have had patients with tetracycline staining or, an incredible amount of staining where we can do up to 4 passes. 8 minutes apiece. So it's amazing. We're so happy we could do this for Brian. We've done it twice already, and I can't wait to do it again.
Well, Bill, it's like 10 minutes, right? You got to hug everybody and say hi to everybody. And by the time you're through socializing, it's not quite 8 minutes. I mean, it's more like 10 minutes or something like that. But look, I don't look forward to as much as my whole career is dentistry, I personally am never really thrilled to sit in the dental chair like a lot of people, I would have to say. But this I do look forward to. There's no hassle involved. I'm happy. I've been very happy with the result. It's very quick. Certainly, I didn't experience any pain or sensitivity when I did it. So from my standpoint, this is one of the few dental type procedures that I can honestly say I look forward to. Show up, give everybody big hugs, chat with them, get the thing, knocked out. And again, mine's probably 10 minutes. I'll defer to Jaycee about, I guess if you sit there and you don't talk to anybody and you're just quiet, it's probably 8 minutes. It's more like 10 to me because I like to hug and talk to everybody.
He does, but I want to say something else, and he's probably going to be mad at me for this, but, he was concerned when we came in to do the whitening procedure, and I said, Brian, I will stand right by you. I'll hold your hand. I'll do whatever I have to do to make you comfortable, and I never left him the entire time. He knows it. We have it on video, right? We put it out on video. I stood there the entire time, and I think at the end, he was like, wow, that was pretty easy. I mean, there was nothing scary about this. It's so easy to do. I mean, think about how you can change a smile just literally in under 30 minutes and make them white and bright and excited about more treatment, right? If you have this beautiful white smile, you want it straight. If you're recommending other treatments to the patient, they're more apt to do it. They see this beautiful white smile and they're like, I want to correct everything you've told me to do. And it's such a simple thing to do. And I was so happy to, I was worried. Brian made me nervous in that office in Dallas. I thought, oh my goodness, I don't want I don't want anything to happen. But it was awesome. And I look forward to doing it again.
Yeah, it was good, Bill. I don't like these things. I really don't. I mean, as a general rule, I don't like these kind of things, but this one was really, really smooth. And I'm actually looking forward to, getting it done again in advance of Dykema. I really am.
Well, it is a testament, not only that Brian approves of it, but that because it was, I'm sure, the first year. And you even said this, Jaycee. People were going, "I can't believe you're doing this." Whitening. If somebody gets sensitivity or something happens, so I think it's a testament that that you've done this now. You can be your third year and no sensitivity, and people are lining up for this. So I guess the question is, like, how do people register knowing that there more than likely is going to be, another 100, and it was 100 and then 150. So maybe it's 200 people waiting, this year. What's the best way to do that? I mean, is there a list yet, or do we have to wait for that to open up?
So we put out a lot of teasers. Dykema does as well. When we're going to open the links up for registration, we tell everyone, please register as quickly as possible. They text us, they message us, and we say they have to do it through Dykema. We have a code that comes up. I put it on LinkedIn. We post it everywhere. Dykema does as well. And it just fills up so quickly. So I would just say pay attention to what Dykema puts out, pay attention to what GLO Science and even myself personally put out, and register as quickly as you can. And we let everybody know the day before. This is going to launch tomorrow at noon. We kind of do it almost like, a very special event that people want to get on. We keep a list in case we have cancellations, but we do that at Dykema. So people walk into the whitening lab and they say, hey, can you fit me in? We do keep some spots aside just in case, it's urgent, they want to do it, or if Brian has somebody that wants to do it or Dykema does. We try to accommodate everybody. This year, there will be more chairs, there will be more clinicians, and we will have more spots open.
Yeah, I mean, this is a massive production. So Dykema is a massive production, and then the Whitening Lab is a massive production. So it's and it would be great if maybe Jaycee, you can send me a text, or like Group Dentistry Now knows, so we can get the message out. And then there's everybody, Dykema and GLO Science and Group Dentistry Now, there will be a waiting list. So I think that it's just you got to get on this. And I was there the first year, and both years, and just had a chance to kind of just see people coming out of the lab, and it's it was really pretty exciting. So
I mean, it's incredibly popular, Bill. I mean, we've added chair space. I mean, the first year, if I remember correctly, the thing just sold out instantaneously. And by the time people really fully understood what was happening, it was all booked and there was nothing. A lot of people wanted to get the treatment and couldn't. I think last year we, expanded it, and that filled up almost immediately. This year, we're, with the limits of the fire marshal, we are maximizing that space to the maximum amount of chairs that the fire marshal will permit. And, I'm afraid to say it's going to sell out too, but, that's, we're going to have the maximum amount of people as possible are going to be able to get the treatment this year.
Yeah, we're going to try to accommodate everybody, Bill. I can tell you, we're going to do our best to accommodate as many people as we possibly can. I don't think we've decided how many chairs we're going to add, but every year we've added some. I mean, we're going to do as many as we possibly can within the limits that Dykema and the event space allows. And we're going to follow all the rules, everything we have to do, but we are going to try to accommodate so many more people. And I know that Cassie Talon, who is our fractional CMO, she's talking about maybe a contest to have some people win spots as well, instead of trying to register for them. So we're going to try to make as much excitement around it as we possibly can. And we do, I think, though, I have to tell you, in the 2 years that we did it, we only had one person cancel. They couldn't make it. They weren't feeling well. And then we had people fighting over that spot. So we don't even get cancellations, to be honest with you. Now think about that in a dental practice, right? People want this whitening. They talk to their friends about it. They talk to their family about it. They say how easy it is. It's something that, they're not going to get cancellations on either. And we all know, cancellations in a schedule can destroy a day. With us, same day dentistry, you can fill your schedule up where there's cancellations, and people that come in, they're not going to cancel. They want to do it.
Well, I suspect we're pretty far out right now. This is, you've got several months before the Dykema event. So I'm going to suspect that there are some group practices, some docs listening to this that maybe are interested in finding out about GLO Science now and not waiting for Dykema. They'll be at Dykema for sure. They'll get their whitening there, but maybe they want to implement this prior to the Dykema event. So, Jaycee, what's the best way for them to find out more about GLO Science, and what's the best way for them to reach you?
So I would say contact me at jaycee@gloscience.com, or contact GLO Science Professional, our professional website. They can fill out a form there and they can get in touch with us. We are all on LinkedIn. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can message us there. And of course, just really reaching out. We get back to everyone right away, and we are looking forward to servicing as many DSOs as we possibly can. And I will tell you, we're also in Canada. We're doing a lot of work in Canada with 123 Dentist and a lot of the DSOs that are inside of Canada. And we have the opportunity to expand this into that market as well.
Yeah. Shout out to our friends in Canada and Jason Brown at 123 Dentist. Good people there. So it's good to hear that you're working with them too. Thanks, Jaycee. We'll make sure we drop the website, your email address in there. And also you're going to let us know when people can register for the ultimate whitening experience. Brian, how about you? I know that you're planning the Dykema DSO event. You've I was just on the website before this, getting prepped for this podcast, and it looks like the agenda is pretty well set already. So anything you want to mention about the event beyond the ultimate whitening experience in the GLO Lounge?
Well, book your hotels, because, at least the time that we're together right now, I don't know, Bill, the exact date you're going to show this, but the time we're all together, it's Friday, March 14th now. And the hotel is, probably 60% sold out. So my prediction is by the end of April, the hotel is going to be sold out. We've got almost 700 people registered here, and it's 5 months before the event. So undoubtedly, we're going to blow through our attendance record of I think it was 2,077 was our prior record. We're undoubtedly going to, blow through that. So John McEnroe is going to be our featured speaker this year. We've got the big drone show back, just a lot of really exciting stuff. So, if you're listening to this, make sure you've booked your hotel and make sure you've registered, because this thing is way ahead of the registrations last year, and I feel like the whole thing is going to be sold out probably. The hotels will be gone in a month, and then the rest of the stuff will be gone probably in the next couple months after that.
Yeah, it's great points, and you're right, that hotel does sell out. I've had that happen to me before, so it's yeah, and that's you want to make sure you stay on site if at all possible. So here's URL if you want to go register for the Dykema event. It's dykemadso.com/register. Use our $250 off discount code GDN, Group Dentistry Now 25, save $250. And then make sure, and we'll let you know, and Jaycee will, and Brian will at Dykema, we'll let you know when you're able to register for the ultimate whitening experience. But that, again, it's going to be like the hotel rooms. If you don't do it right away, it's going to be gone. So it's exciting. I mean, I think it's going to be an incredible event, as it always is. And appreciate you both sharing the opportunity with our audience here at Group Dentistry Now. So Jaycee, thank you. Brian, thanks again. Thanks everybody for watching, listening in. Until next time, this is the Group Dentistry Now show.
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to stay up to date on the latest DSO news, insights, and events. Also, subscribe to our DSO weekly e-newsletter at groupdentistrynow.com.